Have you ever felt a cold dread creep into your soul? That moment when the world you trust suddenly feels unfamiliar, and shadows seem to stretch across every memory. That sense that something is terribly wrong, even when everything looks perfect on the outside. This is a story about betrayal that doesn't just break your heart. It shatters your reality, leaving you gasping for answers. Emily thought she had it all: a loving husband, a close-knit family, a life built on trust and laughter. But sometimes, the people closest to you hold the sharpest knives, hidden behind warm smiles. Emily's world was a masterpiece of normalcy and love, or so she believed. She was a nurse, devoted to healing others, finding comfort in the steady rhythm of life, with her husband, Jason. They were the couple everyone admired, the ones who seemed to have it all figured out. But behind closed doors, a silent poison was spreading, a betrayal so personal, it would redefine pain for Emily. The betrayal came from two fronts: her husband, Jason, and her younger sister, Kayla. The bond between sisters is supposed to be sacred, unbreakable. But what happens when your sister becomes your rival, and your home becomes a battlefield? This story is a wake-up call. Life can change in an instant. One moment, you're planning a future. The next, you're picking up the pieces of a past that was never what it seemed. Emily's journey is one of heartbreak and strength. Sometimes, the worst thing that happens to you leads to the best version of yourself. Let's get real about what it takes to survive a betrayal of this magnitude. Emily and Jason were the picture of stability, their love story woven from years of shared memories and gentle understanding. What began as a college romance blossomed into a 12-year marriage, filled with laughter, challenges, and unwavering support. Jason, a charismatic architect, and Emily, a devoted nurse, weathered life's storms side by side, always finding strength in each other. Emily's bond with her younger sister Kayla was just as deep. She'd always been Kayla's protector, confidant, and best friend. As adults, Kayla leaned on Emily for advice, and their relationship felt unbreakable, rooted in years of shared secrets and support. The three of them, Emily, Jason, and Kayla, were inseparable, sharing dinners, movie nights, and endless laughter. Jason treated Kayla like family, and Emily cherished the warmth and easy camaraderie they all shared. Looking back, Emily would replay these moments, searching for signs she might have missed, longing for the innocence of those days. The trust she had in both Jason and Kayla was absolute, a foundation she never thought would crack. That trust, so complete, would make the eventual discovery all the more devastating, shattering the world she thought she knew. The first signs were subtle. Jason's phone, once left out, was now always with him, clutched tightly as if guarding a secret. He started working late, coming home with vague excuses and a distant look in his eyes, barely meeting Emily's gaze. Emily noticed the change but chalked it up to work stress, pushing away her unease. Meanwhile, Kayla grew distant, canceling plans and avoiding Emily's calls, her replies curt and infrequent. Their once daily conversations became rare, replaced by short, distracted texts that left Emily feeling alone. At family gatherings, Kayla seemed anxious, avoiding Emily's gaze and fidgeting nervously. Emily tried to connect the dots: late nights, missed calls, awkward silences. But the truth felt too monstrous to accept. She convinced herself it was all in her head, forcing a smile and dismissing her suspicions. It was easier to believe in simple explanations than to confront the terrifying possibility of betrayal, even as the evidence mounted. But denial was a fragile shield, about to be shattered by the truth lurking just beneath the surface. The breaking point came during a family dinner, a night meant for laughter and connection, but instead thick with unspoken tension. The clatter of cutlery echoed as Jason and Kayla avoided each other's eyes, yet an invisible thread seemed to bind them, their secret hanging in the air. Suddenly, Kayla's phone buzzed. She glanced at the screen, her face draining of color. Moments later, Jason's phone vibrated, his hand trembling as he checked it. Emily caught the panicked glance they exchanged. A jolt of realization struck her heart. Later, Kayla left her phone unattended on the table, the device almost daring Emily to look. Driven by desperation, Emily picked it up, her hands shaking. The top message thread was with Jay. Kayla's last message: "We have to stop, she's starting to suspect." Jason's reply, "Don't worry, baby, I'll handle her. Can't wait to see you tomorrow." The pet name Jason once used for Emily, now for her sister. Emily's world shattered in an instant. She placed the phone back, numb with rage and heartbreak, her mind reeling. She walked out, past her family, her face a mask of calm hiding devastation. The perfect life was a lie. The warmth of the dinner party, now a distant memory. The betrayal was undeniable, and Emily's reality was forever changed. In that moment, she knew everything had to change. The truth was out, and there was no going back. The unraveling was complete. The drive home was silent, the weight of suspicion pressing down on Emily. She replayed the messages in her mind, every word echoing with new meaning. Emily knew she needed undeniable proof, something concrete to expose the betrayal. While Jason showered, she began her digital investigation, searching his laptop for clues. She uncovered months of emails with Kayla, confessions, secret rendezvous, and coded messages. Their digital calendar revealed hidden meetings and plans for a future together. They wrote of stolen moments, their frustration at hiding, and even discussed Emily as an obstacle. Jason had sent Kayla apartment listings. He was planning to leave Emily for her sister. The evidence was overwhelming. This was a calculated, long-term deception. Emily's world shattered, but now she knew the truth. There was no more room for doubt. Her next move would change everything. Jason emerged from the shower, the steam swirling around him, unaware that his world was about to shatter. He stepped into the living room to find Emily waiting, his laptop open, her eyes red but dry. He froze, heart pounding, realizing the truth was out and there was no escape. Emily didn't scream or cry. Her voice was steady, but her pain was unmistakable. She simply asked, "How could you?" Her words cut deeper than any shout. Jason broke down, stammering excuses, confessing, begging for forgiveness, but his voice trembled with guilt. Emily listened, silent, her face hardening with every word. He claimed he was unhappy, that he felt a spark with Kayla, but his words rang hollow. Emily's heart turned to stone. She turned away, unable to look at him. The next day she confronted Kayla, who was packing to leave, her face cold and unapologetic. "I love him. He loves me," Kayla declared, her voice defiant. "It's not my fault you couldn't keep him happy." The words stung like poison. Emily's pain was raw, her trust shattered. Kayla saw Emily as a rival, not a sister. "You had him for 12 years. Maybe it's my turn," Kayla spat. Emily saw her sister for who she truly was. A stranger. There was nothing left to say. Emily walked away, leaving behind her sister and the illusion of family. The war for her own healing had just begun. The fallout was immediate. Emily filed for divorce. The news tore through the family, leaving confusion and division. Holidays were canceled, traditions lost, and Emily felt isolated. The divorce was a cold, clinical process, splitting assets, selling the house, dividing memories. Jason, consumed by guilt, didn't fight her terms. Emily moved into a small apartment surrounded by reminders of her old life. Meanwhile, Jason and Kayla's relationship quickly soured under public scrutiny. Friends and family ostracized them, their romance dissolved into resentment. Jason moved away. Kayla was left alone, her reputation ruined. For Emily, their failure brought no satisfaction, only emptiness and grief. The path forward was uncertain, but she had survived the worst. Healing began when Emily admitted she couldn't do it alone. Therapy helped her process the trauma and separate her worth from their betrayal. She rebuilt her life, redecorating her apartment, reconnecting with friends, and finding joy in new hobbies. With each step, her strength returned. A year later, Emily realized the betrayal had been a painful liberation. She was no longer defined by her roles as wife or sister. She was simply Emily. She found a new relationship built on honesty and respect. Her bond with her parents slowly healed, though Kayla's betrayal left a scar. Emily discovered a deeper happiness than she'd ever known. Sometimes the most devastating endings are necessary beginnings. Her story is a testament to resilience and the power to rebuild. She found strength she never knew she had. When trust is shattered, healing is possible, and sometimes it leads to a life more authentic than before.